How's it going, guys? My name's Ted Sutton, and you're listening to Direct Answers from Corporate Direct. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should never own real estate in a C-Corp. And we'll walk through 3 reasons why this is so. Reason number 1, C-Corps face 2 levels of taxation. Now, as I've described before, C-Corp taxation's like a box. When all the revenues go into the box, they stay in the box. And because they stay in the box, they face the corporate income tax in the box. And then if any dividends are paid out to the shareholders pay another level of tax at their individual rate. So if you were to hold real estate in a C-Corp and you were to sell the property, for instance, because everything would stay in the box, you'd pay capital gains tax at the corporate level. And then if any distributions or dividends are paid out, you'd pay tax at the individual level as well. Now, if you were to hold title to the property in an LLC, for instance, the LLC, you'd only face 1 level of tax because in most cases, you're paying tax at the shareholder level and there's no C-Corp taxation involved. You don't pay it at the entity level. Reason number 2, the asset protection in C-Corps isn't as good as it is in LLCs. So LLCs, at least the LLCs in good states, have what we call charging order protection. So what exactly is a charging order protection anyway? So let's use an example. Let's say that you own an LLC and you get into a car wreck with someone. And let's say that the car wreck victim sues you and you lose in court. Well, in order to satisfy that judgment, the judge would ask what assets you own, and you would say that you own an interest in an LLC. Now, what the judge could do in this situation is place what we call a charging order on your interest in the LLC. And what a charging order does is it's a lien on distributions. So instead of distributions going to you, they would go to the car wreck victim instead. But if no distributions are made, the car wreck victim doesn't collect anything. Now, with corporations, they don't offer this charging order protection that LLCs do. The only state that has charging order protection for corporations is Nevada right now. So if you got into a car wreck, the car wreck victim sued you, and let's say that you owned an interest in a corporation instead. Well, it would be much easier for the car wreck victim to force a sale of your shares of the corporation in order to satisfy that judgment. Now, do you want your interest in the corporation to be sold? No, of course not. So having an LLC and having that charging order protection is a much better option. And finally, if you transfer title of your property out of the C-Corp, the IRS recognizes that as a taxable event. So if you were to hold property in a C-Corp and you transferred title into your individual name, the IRS treats that as a distribution. And because it's a distribution, you have to pay tax on that. With an LLC, however, that's not the case. And this comes up a lot when people want to refinance their rental properties. Let's say that you hold title to a property in an LLC and you want to refinance the property. Well, what the bank might do is they might require you to temporarily transfer title out of the LLC into your individual name, refinance the property, and then transfer it back into the LLC. Now, with a corporation, the IRS considers this a taxable event. However, if you do this with an LLC, it's only a temporary transfer, it's not a distribution, and the IRS won't tax you on that. So, those are the 3 reasons why you should never hold title to a property in a corporation. And if some expert out there says that you should hold title to a property in a C-Corp, you should fire them immediately. I'll see you next time. You're still here. Well, before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, and if you have any general and appropriate questions about anything, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you want a free 15-minute consultation from Corporate Direct, make sure to click the link in the description below for that. Now, since I'm an attorney, I have to say this. Watching this video is not legal advice, and no attorney-client relationship has been formed by you engaging in my content.